Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The Saints get set to trot out there. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. The Saints at 13-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Dancing to his left. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already...
They'll try to forget what happened on the previous drive. He threw that interception. Sigh of relief, though. It didn't lead to anything, just the punt. Now they've got the football back here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards that time. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
35 yards.
And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10.
Rolling to his left. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
And every time I see one of these plays occur, I always think to myself, it takes a quarterback not only with a strong arm, sometimes with great mechanics, great footwork, obviously good vision, and sometimes just one of those to complete this type of a pass back against the grain all the way across field. And sometimes you catch the defense just not believing you can make that throw.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown.
And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
Well, it looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their mobile, agile quarterback as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
He got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run, and he'll start anew with a 1st down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he lost the football.
And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need to...
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
2nd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. There he goes, right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now a throw here, hauled in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go with a keeper. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The busy night continues for Kamara, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll roll him out right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for New Orleans, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from...
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Toad.